as I guess, an augmentation or just a side perspective to CFOs, I would say your opportunity to implement these tools is take your time, but ironically, don't wait. And what I mean by take your time is this: set aside a little bit of time, maybe with an IT department, if you don't have anyone on your team who wants to do it, to experiment. Have a couple hours a week, maybe for one of your finance leads who likes trying new scenarios or playing with new formulas or is a real whiz in modeling, Excel tools, that kind of thing, and give that team new tools, agentic tools to play with. Have them reconstruct, almost have the tools like maybe a Claude Code or something, or a Claude Cowork, or you could use Gemini modeling. Have them run through outcomes they've always wanted to see in financial models, for example, scorecards, what if scenarios, more complicated, I guess you'd call them criteria in decision making. So right now, maybe today, we look at material costs, labor available, capital available, market conditions. But what if instead of 5 decision-making criteria in the advanced formulas that your team members have, they could start playing with, experimenting with AI tools that do 15 or 20? There's all kinds of case studies or online blogs and things about how giving AI problems to solve, it can think in ways that we don't, right? It's using, I forget what was like molecular modeling and some other things that we as mathematicians, not to say we think only in 2 dimensions, but even fractal modeling and all that is limited to us because we have to speak in a language that we all understand amongst ourselves. It, however, can counter-apply these different models in multiple manners in seconds that would take us weeks to even explain to one another. But I would say by allowing someone to experiment with the tools, see if they can get certain new experimental outcomes with multiple levers in your decision-making criteria, then you want to get with maybe your project managers, your org change managers, your transformation office. How can I make that part of a business process and SOP? The challenge we've run into as implementation advisors is you get people like that who are very good with the toys and the tools, and they come up with all these great new technologies and ways of working, that they become a single point of excellence by themselves in a silo. That's the challenge of CFOs. You're going to find something that's really cool and really neat, and you're going to end up having a bottleneck around one person who's capable. And so when I say take your time, right, I would say invest in it, then take a breath. Can I implement this and scale it as a culture, as a team, as a tool?